and so we're thinking that we should get you guys on board to see what we're doing. We're gonna start with Dani's snowboard. Dani's a little tired, huh, Bambi? But he's gonna help us wax his snowboard. Smells like wax. And we're gonna wax our snowboards as well. And then if we have some time, I'm gonna put the bindings on my new snowboard. You see in the back, it's the blue one. Keep in mind, we're not pros about this thing. Like we don't really know what we're doing. We learned from a good friend of us. His name is Tyler. He's really good at that. He's also have a gear review channel and company website. It's called Adventure Gear Tech. But really, everything I know about snowboarding or waxing my snowboard, he taught me. Also about wakeboarding and welding and a lot of other things. So, anyways, we're going to wax the snowboards. And if you guys don't really know what you're doing as well, and you want to see how it's done, kind of like behind the scenes after our adventures, we're home right now, and that's what we do. That's how we prepare our snowboards for the next one. So, Dani, we're going to take this one. This is a wax. I just bought this brand, Hertel. I don't know if it's a good one or not, but that's what we're using. And what we're going to do first is we're going to like smear it on the snowboard, almost like we're painting with that. Dani, wait, let me kind of point you down to see what we're doing, okay? Good job. So really what we want to do is like smear the wax on the snowboard, so it's like kind of leaving chunks, almost like, you know, like you're taking a candle and kind of like drawing with it, like painting the whole snowboard with it. And then after it will be sufficient, kind of filled out the most of the snowboard, we're going to take this heat gun that I bought it off of Amazon. I'm gonna leave the link if it's gonna give me the option to. It's the first time I'm going live stream, so I don't know if it will, but if it does, I'll leave the link to Amazon. It wasn't too expensive. It was like $50 or something like that. But what we're gonna do after that, we're gonna heat up the wax, so it's gonna kind of melt over the whole snowboard here. And then we're gonna take this towel and we're gonna kind of rub it all together until it's gonna be smooth, and then we're gonna be done. So let's get to it. Okay? Actually, maybe I should heat it up a little bit because it's really good, Abba. Let's see. Yeah, it's like pretty difficult to melt it on the snowboard, so I'm gonna melt it a little bit so it's gonna be a little easier to smear it on it. Okay. Yeah, it looks much better now. Okay, so, and I'm sure there would be a lot of people that are opposing what I'm doing and that are know a lot more about it than I do. So, if I'm doing something wrong,
let us know.
Let us know, yeah. But just keep in mind, we don't really know what we're doing. We're just doing what we've learned and what we've understand that should be done. We're just doing our best to protect our snowboards and prepare them for our next snowboarding trip. Whoa, Dani. Okay.
Let us help us.
כן, כל הכבוד.
Gnarly
Good
doesn't
job.
have his snowboard today, so he just watching what we're doing.
Now you're gonna help us wax the snowboard also? Yeah. רגע, בבי, עוד.
Давай. Wow. Давай, Dani.
By the way, I speak Hebrew to Dani. Natasha speaks Russian to him. She's Ukrainian, but most of our friends speak in Russian. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, I'm going to try to repeat it in English, but he's like basically learning 3 languages as we go. So just so you know. Okay, Dani, what? 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 Chef, what? Okay, wax it. כל הכבוד, ככה. Ah. Chico, 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 chico. That's a chico, chico. Chico, chico. Chico, chico, chico. Chico, chico, chico. Oh,
You should do like one, to cover all board like at once and heat it, or by part. You do
no,
it
you
like
should you see how, you can't really see it on camera, but if you hear, even here, you barely can see it, but it's almost like putting a layer of very rough wax on it. Kach, תעשה. כל הכבוד. כך. רוצה את זה? That's
I'm
it?
done with mine.
עוד לא סיימנו. בוא נעשה עוד קצת, ואז נחמם אותו, ככה. A little more, yeah. And then we're gonna heat it up. Okay. So it's basically leaving like a layer of smeared wax on it. Do you see it, baby?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. From different angle.
Yeah, it's like only when you see it, look at it from different angle. I don't know if you could see it. Okay, here you can see it a little bit. You see all those lines, and the idea is to just put some wax on it, so we can melt it with the heat gun. This is gonna go through the whole board. Oh, I wanted to tell you to bring the cover, but
Yeah.
he's ready for his breastfeeding meal.
For boobies and sleep. Yeah.
Go get the cover, babe.
Yeah, we're going to
Okay, so now everything is waxed, and the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn on the heat gun again. I'm gonna melt it kind of evenly over the whole thing. One time, take a sip of my coffee. I don't know if there is a specific temperature that you're supposed to do. I just set it up on the hottest that this thing goes, which is 1202 Fahrenheit. It's heating up. It's taking a minute to heat up, and then let's see. I don't know. Wait another second. And then what I want to do is to basically evenly melt the wax on it. It's hard for me to see. Let's see if I can show you guys around. See it? You see, when you're melting it, it's pretty difficult to see it, especially with you don't have the right angle with the light. But if you do, in some ways of the light, you can see it how it's all becoming kind of watery. And you see it wetting up, so it's just melting over.
You can do it with regular pan for hair.
No, it's 1202 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, then you realize it's probably not there. So
Alright.
don't use that with that pan.
I hope I'm doing it in the right order. From what I remember, it's you melt it and then you rub it with this. It would be funny if I got it mixed up. Okay. Then we're just gonna smooth it out and kind of like even out the wax on it.
So it's really going to protect the wood, right, on the snowboard.
I don't know if it's protecting the wood or the layer of the they have on it. Need to probably look it up. I know for sure for snowboarding itself, it makes it slide much smoother on the snowboard. So you know, like how sometimes we're getting stuck if it's like not stiff enough.
Yeah.
And if it's well waxed, then
You can get better
yeah,
movement
it will
on
slide better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're just like rubbing it. So there is like, if you look through it, I don't know if you can see it, but you can't see it on camera. But there are like bits of bumps here. Maybe here you can see it. And so what we want to do is like just smooth it out till it's all like very nice and smooth throughout the whole thing. And again, there are different ways of doing it. I guess maybe circle motions or just like, I'm not really sure. I'm just doing my best as how it goes, but. Alright. Let's see, I can look some bumps here. So.
But if you have bumps, maybe it's that you have to work it up again, or it's.
No, it's not. It's not thick bumps. Okay, I think it's good. Looks pretty smooth. More shiny. All right, one snowboard ready to go. I don't know if like you probably haven't. No, yeah, for sure you haven't had the chance to watch it yet because we didn't publish it yet. But one of our future videos will be one we just filmed. We took Dani for his first time snowboarding, and he had a blast. He was snowboarding in this thing, and he was going with us on the upper hills. So we tried first in the bunny hill, and everything was really nice. It went really nice, and so we took him on the green hills, and it was so awesome. He enjoyed it so much to the point that he was falling asleep on the lift. He was so calm, and like he never falls asleep anywhere, like not in the stroller, not in the car seat, but anything relates to extreme. If I'm taking him on the one wheel, he loves this. And apparently really likes snowboard as well. So yeah, he was like after snowboarding is like keep going to his snowboard, and he's like just pointing at it and like, you know, putting his feet into it, and it's just like let's go. This kid really likes extreme. This snowboard is mine, and it's totally beat up.
How many years do you have?
I don't know. Many years.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I got it from Kyle when he left. Good friend of mine, Kyle. He lives in Germany, and so when he left to Germany, he gave it to me. So I think what the wax is doing also, it's like fitting into the all the scratches. You see, like my snowboard is really beat up. You see, like how many scratches it has on it. So
Yeah.
see here, the wax is like filling the gaps on it, and especially when you're melting it, it's like really filling the gaps. So it makes it like nice, smooth, and even. And you're going to check out the trailer?
No, then you're going to check Gnarly's ball under the trailer. Gnarly can get... No, не надо, Dani. Не надо. Давай, мама достанет.
All right. I think it's good. Next thing, see, like, you can probably see on this one all the wax. See, like the lines on it. This is the wax. Now, I'm going to hit this one up. This actually hit gun is not bad. I was debating between buying this one and the DeWalt. This is like, was like, there were a lot of other ones that were cheaper, like $20, $30, and the DeWalt was like $130. But I realized that I'm not using it that much except for really just waxing my board. So I just decided to buy something in between, and it seems like this guy's doing the trick. Yeah. You see how it's melting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put in a lot more work into this one because it has a lot more surface, and also added a lot more dents into it, so I put a lot more wax. And
Good job. Good job. You see, Dani also was fixing something close to the trailer. His hands so dirty. Have any issue with trailer, let us know also. Dani can fix it for you.
And if it's boring to you, if you're not watching it live right now, and you watch it later, just like, fast forward. I just decided to take you guys on the journey as we are waxing the snowboard, so it's probably going to be a long video. Yeah, I feel like you want to see us moving forward to the installation of the bindings on my new snowboard, then just feel free to fast forward to it. Where is
So what
it?
is the temperature now?
It's not under the trailer.
Not yet. Taking the process to getting there.
It's 1200 Fahrenheit.
Wow.
All right, and this one's ready for the towel here. Let's take the towel and start working. Let me show you this angle a little bit so I can see better what I'm doing. Okay. It's also a very fine line between wanting to melt the wax, because the more you melt the wax, the easier your job is going to be with the towel. So you're going to have to do less work with the towel, less scrubbing, but you don't want to put your heater too close to the snowboard to not really damage the snowboard from the heat. So you just want to give it a nice distance so it can slowly melt the wax, but not too close to it. And the more even you do it, the nicer it will be, but don't take it too seriously, because don't forget that, every time you snowboard, like the first time you're gonna snowboard on it, it's just gonna smooth it out on its own, just like by sliding on the snow, unless you're a pro, and then it will make a big difference for you. Also, if we're keeping it for the end of the season, you want to wax it so it's gonna save the snowboard. It's gonna keep the snowboard protected till the next season. So, with that being said, also keep in mind that once you're going to leave it off for the whole season, at the beginning of the new season, you have to wax it again. So it's not gonna be good for the snowboarding anymore. I mean, you could snowboard on it without waxing it. It's just that it's probably going to be a lot slower to snowboard, and it might also not be the best for the board itself. The wax is protecting the board, and it's also make it smoother to slide on. See, like if you look at the light, let me see if you can see it here this way. You can really see the bumps on it. See it like in the sections that are smooth. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there are some sections that are smooth and some sections I can still see how bumpy it is. And so I want to keep, like, especially here, let me get to it. See the differences.
I think as ago he wanted to sleep. Now he full energy again.
Oh, you get some, what do you call it? milk.
With coffee, already.
Yeah, caffeinated milk.
Caffeinated milk, yeah. Ty naszą kamerę? Tak. Almost done?
Mm-hmm. All right. And a little more here, and we're done. By the way, if you guys don't know us yet, check out our YouTube channel. It's called Exploring Out Loud. If you randomly run into this live video, I'm Isaac. My wife here is Natasha. You want to say hi? Our baby is Dani, and our dog is Gnarly, and we travel everywhere, especially with our RV and our camper truck, doing some overlanding and RV camping. Different kinds of extreme sports, from snowboarding, rock climbing, canyoneering, mountaineering, but especially living in our RV, or now we're building camper van. And on top of it, we travel all over the world. We've been to Italy and Germany and climbing everywhere. So if you want to check it out and you find it interesting, you should go check it out, and maybe subscribe to it if you want to get notified when we're releasing our new videos. Our latest video as of now was our trip to Roswell. Actually, we went to a music festival. It's called Texas Eclipse Music Festival. So we drove 20 hours to the festival, and on the way there we stopped at Roswell, the famous Roswell with the UFO incident that landed there. So it's a really cool town. It's like the whole town is like alien themed and very cozy, fun attraction. So our latest video was about that one. And our next one is going to be the actual festival. We've been there with Gnarly and Dani and all of us together, with Natasha's sister Alona as well. And it was pretty fun. So if you want to check it out, go for it. All right, this one is done. Let's take Natasha's snowboard.
So everybody, I'm assuming, doing their own snowboard, because Dani was doing her snowboard.
Yeah, do yours.
Yep.
Natasha has the prettiest snowboard.
Yeah. Always, when I snowboard with this, people making so many, compliments. Not me how I'm snowboard, but my snowboard.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So,
We don't need to get dust out of,
yeah, I mean, just clean it up a little bit, just go through it.
not polish, like this.
You are polishing it with this. That's exactly what
Yeah, I
we
thought maybe, we need to wash it, from the dirt.
No, you're good.
We
The
good?
snow washed it.
Actually, when you were doing that, it was look easier.
Like, you want to do it a lot with a corner, like this. like that. We'll rub it
Oh,
more
that's
that.
why it's
So you see how
loose.
this is rubbing better, and this is a little less, and this is completely less.
Yeah,
right?
it's not
So
grabbing
like
at all.
you want to do the corner or the edge.
Okay. Alright. Let's see.
Opa.
A little bit of exercising. Yeah, in some angle you can see if you like put wax on or not.
Yeah.
So I see I have like a lot of missing spots that I need to work on. But I think the gun going to do its job, right?
Yeah, but you want to cover it first
Yeah.
with this. The gun is only melting it, right? But if you're not going to put it like the
Enough.
wax on it, then it's not going to have enough to melt.
Yes.
At the same time, if you put a lot of wax on it, you'll have to work a lot harder to melt it and to, you know, spread it through.
Okay.
You'll have more bumps.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm done with part of. Do you want to use one part of the wax, or I can use every corner I can find?
No, I can use whatever you want.
Got it.
Leave it
Dani.
in.
Yeah, with me guys, it's taking like, instead of 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
You take it the same time that I was taking. I don't think you're doing it slower. It
Yeah.
just looks, it feels slower when you're doing it.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. It felt to me like it was less.
Was forever. Yeah, those, you know, like you cannot see like well with the box, you know, like you would like to. Just starting like gently, and then in that like, okay, give me the knife. I need, you know, like put some, you know, like cut some box and put on snowboard.
Actually doing pretty good.
Thank you, Dani. Dani, what do you think?
Mátame. Mátame. Ay. So much.
Okay, I think I put in some part even too much.
Yeah, if you put too much, you just have to gonna work.
I just need to work harder.
Yeah.
I was working hard to put the wax on.
There? Café zamiast.
Okay, I think I'm done with waxing.
That's it?
Now time to use gun.
Right,
Right, baby?
Let me see. Yeah,
What do you
looks good.
think?
Mhm. So what's in
Am
there?
I missing something or it's good?
Looks good.
Okay. So why is starting? Like you starting from the middle? Like
Doesn't matter as long as you cover everything. I'm gonna go check on this guy.
Okay. So hit everything and then
Yeah, don't go too close to it. Like,
don't burn the
inch.
snowboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's only one. Okay. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, so it has like two options, like low speed and high speed. When you press in high speed, it's like raising temperature very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in the first one, like it's going on so like low.
Yeah.
I'm not too close to the snowboard.
I think they're good.
Oh, I see it's starting out.
Yeah, I like to like point it to it.
Like
Yeah, like
this?
this. See, it's nothing better.
Yeah.
'Cause otherwise, the heat going forward instead of on the wax. See, like this, for example. See how it's melting? See? Like all those pieces,
Yeah.
the white pieces on it. You see, like white. See that white.
Actually, I thought it's like already ready, to buy, but when I'm touching, it's not like melted yet.
It will never feel like it's melted like this. It's like just spreading it. Like so. You see how, like I don't know if you can see it from this angle.
Yeah, I see there's like some part that it's a lot
like
of, yeah.
melting it, so it's gonna become more like you just flattening. You know what I mean? And then after like so. If you don't do it enough, no, you have to do the whole snowboard first and then you do it. You don't want to do it when it's hot.
But it's like cooling down.
Yeah, it's not supposed to stay hot. It's just like what it does, you know how like there is like lines everywhere, right? So when you're doing this, it's kind of like spreading it like throughout the whole board, right? And so after that, you're just smoothing it out. But if you're going to do it when it's hot, you're going to take the wax away.
Okay.
You see like here in between maybe
And we need to add
you
some
don't
more.
have enough. You see like here.
Oh, actually, it's a good idea to do like that after.
Yeah, it's easier.
It's easier, huh?
But it's also taking a lot more wax.
Yeah.
A little bit. Which means you're going to have to work a lot harder to...
Yeah. But yeah, it's like really like helping to see more.
See like here, like put it here. See how it's just like spreading, like here. Almost like ice that like melts under it, right? See these lines? Like the more you heat it up, the more it spreads on its own and you're not going to have to wax the bump off.
Okay.
See like all this, like almost like paddles there? Hard to check. Oh, there's some pop on it. It's like found a toy, like using the box to collect rocks.
Eventually, don't buy a lot of toys for kids. Let them have bugs, rocks, whatever they can find. It's the better toys for them.
Yeah, his most favorite toys are, I don't know, are pots and pans and rocks and like screws and like when I'm building something, it's like, collecting the screws. Yeah.
I would say it's getting pretty hot from this gun. Dani, it's hot here. It's hot here.
Only the gun is real hot. Everything else is not. Mine also.
You wanna see what's more? Yeah, you actually can see like a snowboard, like almost like wet.
Yeah. Or? In between? Yeah. This way.
Dani ready to wax. I'm almost done, right? What do you think?
Yeah. I'd say focus in that area more because if you're not melting it properly, this area is good. But if you won't melt it properly, then you'll have to really, scrub it a lot.
Okay.
By the way, we bought his snowboard. If anybody's curious, from we've been to Avalanche convention in Las Vegas, and I think that the company that sold it actually owns the convention is called Ski Pro. This is one of the only snowboards for kids his age. He's like 20 months old. And that's one of the only snowboards that actually fit him, his actual snowboard. Even though a lot of people argue, especially the people that really know what they're doing, that he doesn't need an actual snowboard and like any kind of like toy snowboard without bindings or snowboard boots will work for this age just to feel the ground. For me, I wanted like more of an actual snowboard, so I just feel like I feel safer to take him on the big slopes, and not like just the bunny hill. I think like for him to just try the ground and slide out, it doesn't really matter because he's like barely kind of testing it. But what we were doing, we were snowboarding all together, and I was just holding him like he has a. I don't know how noisy it is, if you guys can actually hear me or not. No, that's it, like that. Now it's cooling down before it's going to turn off. So yeah, anybody, just leave it like that. Anybody start using it, when you turn off a heat gun, it takes it a few seconds to cool off.
You cannot take his arm from the box. He gets stuck.
His hand gets stuck in his little box. Anyways, when you turn off a heater gun, it takes it a few seconds to cool off before it actually turns off. Going back to the snowboard, so when we have he actually has an actual snowboard boots that fits into it and lock him up, and that way I know it's very well connected to him, and we have like a little leash that connects to this part, and you also have 1 second.
He gets stuck again.
Like baby's playing with the power here. Okay, so when he's connected to it with the snowboard boots, and he has like a backpack harness that I'm holding him with his backpack harness and the leash to the snowboard, and when everybody binds together, I feel a lot safer to take him on the lift and take him on the big slopes. If you guys check out our channel, you can see when we released that video, you can see the whole process of how his first time was and how we were snowboarding with him and taking him up the big slopes and taking him up on the lift, and how he actually fell asleep on the lift, which was hilarious to me. He was sleeping so well. It was so calm and he enjoyed it so much. He was giggling the whole way through when we were snowboarding. So I was really happy with it. Dani, voilà. Voilà. בוא, לא קרה כלום. בוא לאבא, הנה אבא פה, בוא. וואפלה.
Yeah, guys, looks like I put a lot of wax, so now it's a lot of work.
רגע, בוא נראה איך הוא עושה. שישקה.
Yeah, that part that you put extra wax, it feels like harder.
Cookie? בוא. לא משחקים, זה אוכלים, עושים ביס. וואלה. אבא?
It's feels hot. A little bit.
What?
Like a snowboard, like it's warm.
You heat it up. Yeah. You go.
I'm done. You see here we put a lot of wax.
Yeah.
Do we need to warm it up more to...
Keep the wax. You go like this. Like it'll be sometimes it's easier to go with circle motions. See how it's like melting it better?
But it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good.
No.
What do you mean?
It's not. It needs to be like all spread even.
I have like some supply, like some brush, electric brush for the cleaning. So I have like, maybe we can connect some sponge and it's going to make it like fast.
I think it's not about fast, it's about enjoying your work.
Yeah, guys, don't put a lot of wax. It's double work.
Just enjoy polishing your snowboard. What are you? No, it's like take part.
That's what I'm putting. I'm putting on this like 2 letters here.
Yeah, you see like so many bumps on it.
Yeah. I was so happy, like, oh, good
I mean,
recovery.
realistically, it's not a big deal anyways because this thing is gonna be sitting for a while until next time I'm going snowboarding. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to snowboard again this season, so it's not a big deal because I think by then it's probably gonna wear off and melt anyways.
Yeah, or, it will be like take only one, like time to go on the ride and it's going to be good.
Yeah, for sure. So it's not a big deal. So if you're done and you don't want to keep doing it, you're good. Gnarly, hello. How are you, Gnarly? Come on, come, Dani.
Like what's going on here? This is snowballs. Are we
Wait,
going somewhere? Are we going again snowball?
You checking? He's checking. We're not going without you, yeah. Yeah, he's a good boy. How you been? What's up? What's up?
Guys, I'm done.
He's like so scared.
Yeah, I
What's up,
don't know
man?
what my You haven't finished with this part, honey. I haven't turned it. That's I haven't turned this number. No, but this was not so, like bumpy. It was not a lot of bugs.
Let's see what he's doing. C'est pas venu? Okay. It's like collecting little rocks. It's like already scratched up all the snowboard and like it fell from the. I just want to feel like it's waxed.
It feels like it was?
Yeah, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think it's just like
Because
new
new.
one. Okay.
Alright, I think you're good. Let's call it a day.
Yay!
And put in this. Go into this. Snowboard's binding. So, my new snowboard. I've been told that like this snowboard has this technology that has like curb, like here. It's not straight. It's like curvy. I don't know if you can see it. It's supposed to be better for performances. And the way it's like sitting on the board on the ground. But anyway, it has this little glue here. I'm wondering if this can help removing it. I mean, I'm sure it will, but I don't want to mess up the snowboard with it. Okay, so there's the snowboard. You having fun? Get the Bambi. Yeah. Okay, I got this. I think it's called fridge bindings, which, like looking back, they had bindings that it's like new technology that it's almost like ski boots that you can just like put your boots like click and clip in. And I'm regretting not buying those bindings instead of regular ones. I think it would have been a lot nicer to not have to just put this on every single time. Wait. Oh, what is this? I guess it's like some kind of a cover. Alright, so this is what came with the bindings. So we have this little round thing with the screws. You're supposed to install right here. So you're taking this part out and then goes in here and then you put the screws on. First thing we're gonna do is take this off. See? Then there are 4 screws for each. So what we're going to do is first you see like the bindings have left and right. So you see that this side is the right foot. See how it looks like. And this side is the left foot. So you can see it well. See it's like shaped to the left. So you want to make sure you put it in the right way. Then you have to fit it to what works for you when you're snowboarding, like as far as like how wide do you want your feet to be and the angle of it, like how spread this way or this way. I like to have it just a little bit wide, like almost like a duck, like this, standing. And as far as the space between them, I think I'm going to compare it to my old snowboard. So you see here how they're just a bit off to the side. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it here. Let's see. This should be in the latest holes they have. space between them. So, okay, let's see this one. I don't think there are sides on this, so I'm just gonna put it like that. Oh, it has angles on it. So if I'm looking at this one, I'm gonna grab a screwdriver real quick. Okay, so let's see the angle on this. This has a little cover, protects it. So if we take the cover off, you can tell it is 0. It's honestly pretty hard to tell what it is. Seems like you need to go this way. So it's so dirty you can't really see the angles on it, but you see it's supposed to have this. You can't really see it on camera either, but it's supposed to have like degrees, how many degrees the binding is going to the right or to the left. I can't really tell. It's pointing towards it, but I can't really tell. It seems like it's like between 0 and 5 degrees. But I'm gonna put this one back, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to figure out what we should set up the new one. So this doesn't really matter. I'm just doing it to figure out what was comfortable for me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to make adjustments. You know. So if I can already put it in the same way that it was before on my old one, which I know that works for me and it's comfortable for me, it'll just make it a bit easier for me to snowboard right away. Okay, so this is let's see. I think that's about right. Screws. Minute. Put the screw, see, into one of the 4 screw holes. Okay. Screwdriver. Okay, one is in. Let's see where I dropped the other screw. found it. All right, so one more. I'm going to show you in a second how it looks like when installed. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to put 2 screws first. Each, just to adjust it. Okay, 2 more on this side. So basically, the screws are going in those holes right here, and then they're going into the binding, and they're going to connect in some of the holes that you have on this. You see, we have a lot of holes here, and we want to adjust it in a way that works for us the best. So if it's more this way or more this way, depending on how open we want it to be. In my case, I want it to be the most open, so it will be this way, and the last one. Okay, and then I'm going to adjust it this way, and I'm going to put this. Okay, and then one more. Alright, so like you see, now it's attached, right? If you want to look inside, in this case, my binding picks up this way, and you can see that there is the little circle, and I put in 2 screws. But I feel like I spread it too much to the right, so I need to adjust it a little bit. So I'm going to loosen up the screws and adjust it, and that's why I only put 2 so far, so I can adjust it and not put all the screws all the way through first, until I figure out what works. So now we want to adjust the angle on it. See, it looks a bit better. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, that's it. Now I want to compare it to this one.
Need some help?
A little bit. Let's try to see.
No, shouldn't take on the baby because you want to wax and you want it as well.
What do you think? Looks about the same?
I think this one like looking more straight.
So this is more angled?
This
and
one
to
I think
change
more
it to straight.
angled.
How about
Yeah.
this one?
Let me see this one. This one pretty is the same. Yeah, I think this one needs to be like a little bit, you know, like.
Right behind, if you see the differences. It looks more straight now.
I think still need to be like a little bit like.
How about this one?
See this one?
Looks good.
This one looks good, yeah.
We need to adjust this one, alright?
Mhm.
So we need to Or just a little bit. Okay. This way. Let's see what's the angle on this one. Just out of curiosity. This seems like the angle is 1 degrees. What's the angle?
I think it's almost like it's supposed to be. It's not so angled as it was before.
Well, I can make it less, but I think that this seems like this how it's supposed to be. Like by degrees, this is the same degrees as the other one. Does it look right or still angled?
No, I think it looks okay. Take a look. Look it up if you look at it.
I think so. Okay. So I think we found the right way. Screw in. And screw. It looks about right.
Yeah, I think it looks nice. Looks the same.
This is how it should look like. All right. Now I'm gonna put the rest of this glue.
So I can take this one away, right?
Yeah.
So we're not going to stretch wax that we just put.
Man, I'm really good in dropping the screws. Best thing you can do is take some tools with you, especially if you're first time adjusting your bindings like I did with my other board. So then you try it. Like in my case, I had the indication of the angles of what works for me already, so it made it a lot easier to figure it out. But when you do it for the first time, you kind of try to figure out what is most comfortable for you. I find this like angle, which is like just 1 degrees off the zero, best for me, and the widest angle on the board works for me best. But the best way to do it is just set up whatever you think is going to work for you, and then take some tool with you that works to fix your bindings. So once it's snowboarding, if you feel like you're off and it's not feeling so well, stop, adjust it, try it again, stop, adjust it, try it again, until you find the actual angle that works for you, that feels the most convenient, the most comfortable for you. It's like Dani's having a blast over there. All right, 2 more screws and we're good. All right, it is all set and ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna finish up and do the wax on this thing as well, and then I'm gonna put it all away. But I'm gonna finish the video here because it's already 1 hour and 12 minutes. Again, if it's too long, feel free to just skip through the parts interesting to you. But there's more meant to kind of take you guys with us behind the scenes and see how we're doing our own boards and how we're preparing for our adventures. Well, see you next time. And again, if you want to check out our channel and subscribe, go for it. It'll be awesome. Say bye. Say bye-bye, Dani. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Joaquin. Bye-bye. No bye-bye? No. See you guys later. As soon as I figure out how to turn this off. Are you sure you want to stop this streaming? Yeah.
No, let's do it for another hour.